So today we will do what are the effects of crystal field effects on lattice energies. Now as we know that d orbitals, they get split into Eg and T2g sets of orbitals when they are surrounded by octahedrally by 6 ligands. This results in preferential filling of T2g orbital as they are lower in energy as compared to filling of higher energy Eg orbitals in their octahedral compounds. Now, the splitting of d orbitals of metal ions impart extra stability equal to crystal field stabilizing energy to the octahedral transition metal compounds. Therefore, the observed lattice energy of such octahedral compounds are higher than energies calculated if there had been no crystal field effects. In the previous lecture, we did this in respect to hydration energy, and today we will do this diagram again in respect to lattice energy. This is any metal fluoride, transition metal fluoride, and these are the here we have the transition metal ions. D0 for calcium, D1 for scandium, D2 for titanium, and so on till D10 is for zinc. D5 is for manganese. So this is the line, this is the hypothetical curve. You have to remember hypothetical energy curve which जो हमें मिलता अगर हमारे पास क्रिस्टल फील्ड इफेक्ट नहीं होते, तब हमें इस तरह का एक सीधा सा कर्व मिलना था. बट वी हैव क्रिस्टल फील्ड इफेक्ट्स जिसकी वजह से वी गेट दिस काइंड ऑफ कर्व. दिस इज ड्यू टू क्रिस्टल फील्ड स्टेबलाइजिंग एनर्जी. कैल्शियम में कोई क्रिस्टल फील्ड इफेक्ट नहीं है. आई टोल्ड यू यस्टरडे ऑल्सो, जब हमने कल लेक्चर किया था, बिकॉज ऑफ इट्स D0 कॉन्फ़िगरेशन. देन मैंगनीज में भी कोई क्रिस्टल फील्ड इफेक्ट नहीं है ड्यू टू D5 कॉन्फ़िगरेशन. एंड in case of zinc also there is no crystal field effect due to D10 configuration because इनमें जो CFSE की वैल्यू आती है वो 0 आती है. that you can calculate also. और आपको assume करना है कि these all are octahedral high spin complexes. उससे आपने crystal field stabilizing energy निकालनी है. You can find for D0, D5 and D10 systems and you can see that the value comes out to be 0. Now yes, this is the same which has been explained here. That if we take example of calcium fluoride, it is a D0 case. There is no crystal field effect and distribution of energy charge, electron charge around calcium nucleus is spherical because of presence of fully filled s and p orbitals. Now in case of manganese fluoride, D5 case hai, and zinc fluoride is a D10 case. Also the distribution of electron charge around the nuclei is spherical and delta naught crystal field stabilizing energy, that is because there is no splitting of d orbitals, is equal to 0 here. 0 होती है. So there are no crystal field effects. The ionic radii of calcium, manganese, zinc ions therefore is solely influenced by effective nuclear charge. So the effect of, there is only the effect of effective nuclear charge on the radii of calcium, manganese and zinc. Since effective nuclear charge increases smoothly from calcium to manganese to zinc because the size of these ionic radii जो है वो घटता है as we move from calcium to magnesium to zinc. You know, as we move along a period the ionic radii decreases. Therefore, since they are solely influenced by effective nuclear charge and their ionic radii should decrease in same order, yes, and their lattice energy should increase in the order of their mention. Obviously their lattice energy increases as their as the ionic radii decreases. This we did yesterday also hydration energy के case में, that hydration energy is directly proportional to effective nuclear charge and it is inversely proportional to ionic radii. So same is the case here. Lattice energy is also directly proportional to it is directly proportional to effective nuclear charge and it is inversely proportional to ionic radii. You have to remember this. However, the difference between the observed lattice energy and hypothetical lattice energy in the absence of crystal field effects gives the crystal field stabilizing energy. Yes, how we will find crystal field and stabilizing energy? That is equal to the difference between observed lattice energy. Observed lattice energy would be this. यहाँ जो वैल्यू आएगी, ये जो है, दैट विल बी द वैल्यू ऑफ ऑब्जर्व्ड लेटिस एनर्जी, एंड दिस विल, ये जो ये ग्राफ देगा आपको वैल्यू जो ये है, दिस विल गिव यू द वैल्यू ऑफ हाइपोथेटिकल crystal field. This is hypothetical energy. It will give the value of hypothetical lattice energy, जो होती अगर crystal field effects नहीं होते. So इनका जो difference है, that will give you the crystal field stabilizing energy. Now if we take the example of nickel fluoride, I told you yesterday also that nickel has highest value of, you can say here, maximum lattice energy is there for this, the value of for nickel, and comes out to be maximum. This we discussed yesterday also in case of your that in case of hydration energy also. So the observed crystal field energy for nickel chloride, it comes out to be 158.9 kilojoules mole inverse. In case of nickel fluoride, crystal field stabilizing energy in octahedral ligand environment is 12 dq. You can calculate it. So 12 dq, that this is the observed, this is the observed crystal field energy for nickel fluoride, and this is what we, जो हमें octahedral environment में calculate करके मिलती है 12 dq. So we can write that we can apply unitary method here, because if 12 dq gives you 158 kilojoules mole inverse of energy, then 1 will give you 158.9 upon 10 into, and 10 dq will give you this much. Delta naught, why we have taken here 10 dq? Because delta naught by convention is taken to be equal to 10 dq. आपको पता होगा 6 dq and 4 dq. So total by convention delta naught we take it equal to, total को हम 10 dq के equal लेते हैं. So how this has been, इसको हम कैसे calculate कर सकते हैं? How it can be calculated from the graph that I'll show you here. So you can see that this is the graph. This is BD. This is, we are doing it for nickel. So BD जो है, यहाँ पे जो line है, this BD, that is equal to 3/5 of LM. This L and this LM, 3/5 of, it is 3/5 of BD, that is equal to 3/5 portion of LM. And what is LM? LM है क्या? What is, you can see what is this LM here. This is equal to, it is difference between observed lattice energy of manganese fluoride and zinc fluoride, and their value it comes out to be 2986.1 and 2782.4 kilojoules mole inverse respectively. Hence this is the difference between two. This is the, यहाँ पे जो value आएगी, that is for ये जो this value, this is for manganese and this is for zinc. तो जो zinc की जो energy की value है और जो manganese की जो energy की value है, उनमें जो difference आएगा, वो जो value होगी वो LM के बराबर होगी, जो हमने यहाँ पे लिखी हुई है, which we have written here. ये देखिए 2986.1 माइनस 2782.4, तो ये जो आती है, दिस कम्स आउट टू बी 122.2 किलो जूल्स मोल इनवर्स. नाउ hypothetical lattice energy in the presence of crystal field effect, in the absence of crystal field effect. अब हमें फाइंड आउट करनी है hypothetical lattice energy. जब crystal field effect नहीं होंगे, then the energy will be hypothetical lattice energy. So BC here, BC, this you can say this BC that is equal to BD plus DC. BD plus DC. So this is equal to 122. BD की वैल्यू जो है that is 122.2 and you know DC, this is D and C, इसकी जो वैल्यू है D, ये जो है DC, ये इसके बराबर है। तो जो मैंगनीज की वैल्यू थी, मैंगनीज की जो क्रिस्टल जो लैटिस एनर्जी की वैल्यू थी, वही DC की वैल्यू आएगी लैटिस एनर्जी की। तो आप इसको कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं यहाँ से। If the values are given to you, the values will be given to you, ये जो एनर्जी की हैं। So BD plus DC, so it comes out to be 2904.6 kilojoules mole inverse। BC की हम वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करें, BC। So crystal field stabilizing energy for nickel fluoride, it will come out to be observed lattice energy minus hypothetical lattice energy. So observed lattice energy was 3063.5 kilojoule mole inverse, or hypothetical we have found out 2904.6. This comes out to be 2904.6 kilojoule mole inverse is equal to 158.9 kilojoules moles inverse, which is equal, जिसको हम equal करेंगे, this is the observed value and this is equal to 12 dq. This is, तो ये जो है observed crystal field stabilizing energy की वैल्यू है for nickel, right? तो this 12 dq बिकॉज इसकी जो वैल्यू आती है ऑन कैलकुलेशन, जब आप इसको ऑक्टाहेड्रल एनवायरनमेंट में T2G और EG में ऑर्बिटल्स फिल करके जब कैलकुलेट करते हो CFSE, तो वो 12 dq आती है। सो दिस इज इक्वल टू 158.9 किलोजूल्स मोल इनवर्स। बट वी नो कि हम बाय कन्वेंशन 10 लेते हैं dq की वैल्यू। सो बाय अप्लाइंग द यूनिटरी मेथड यू गेट 132.4 kilojoules mole inverse, the value. I hope this is clear. Thank you.